So like I said in the previous class, these are the basic data types we have in Python. So an example is if I want to check the data type for this number, which is number 13, I can just use a function called type, then pass in the numbers I want to check its data type. So then I'm going to run the code. So can you see that this is returning integer because this is whole number? And I said the last time that any column that has to do with whole number are called, any column that has to do with no whole number takes in the integer column. So this is 30, which is whole number. So it is returning integer as the data type. Then for float, if I pass in a number that has decimal, this is going to return float. And then for string, if I say type, let's print Annie. So whenever you are dealing with a text, you need to quote it. Whenever you are dealing with a text, characters, you need to quote it. Then you can also use Control Enter. That's a shortcut for your running your code. So type Annie, then I can just choose Control Enter on my keyboard to run the code. So this is string. And I also said Boolean can only return true or false. So if I check for type true, when you are writing in the true or false inside your cell, your T and F must be in capital letter. If you write it in small letter, it's not going to return, it's going to throw an error. Can you see? So your T and F in false must be in capital letter. So if I should run this, it's going to return Boolean. So as time goes on, you are still going to be seeing how to make use of these data types properly. So these are the basic data types we have. So then we also have some strings method. We have some strings method. Let me write it as a title. Remember I said yesterday that whenever you want to give your cell a title, you need to be on Markdown. So another thing here is the more your hash, the lesser your font. So I'm going to give a title string method. So we have the upper, lower, replace, title. So then I use my Control Enter to run the code. Please note again, the more your hash sign, the lesser your font. I think the highest is 6. If I reduce it to 6, can you see the font size is getting smaller? So we have the upper, the lower, replace, and title. These are the strings method. So let's say I want to convert my name to uppercase. I can just pass in Annie dot upper. So another thing here is whenever you are dealing with a method, dot upper is a string method, and we still have some methods here in Python, but these are the strings method. Anytime you are dealing with any methods, you have to pass in this parentheses. Annie dot upper. Upper is a method, which is where I'm passing in the parentheses, then Control Enter. So can you see that it has converted my name to uppercase? For lowercase too, still the same thing. You pass in, let's say, Annie dot lower. So this is going to convert the name to lowercase. And same thing goes for title. Title is just used to capitalize the first character in each word. Something like so let's say Annie is an instructor dot title. Then I'm passing in the parentheses, Control Enter. So it is going to convert the first letter in each word to uppercase. That is what title stands for. And then replace. We use replace to, let's say I want to let me put this United States of America. So dot replace. So I want to replace this United States of America to USA. So I can just, the replace function takes into argument, that is the old text, which is the United States itself. Then I want to replace it with USA. So can you see? I replace the United States to USA. The replace argument takes into, the replace function takes into argument the old text, which is the United States of America. Then the next argument is the new text you want to pass in, which is in USA. So these are the strings methods. Okay, so the next thing we want to do here is to talk about variables. So let me change this one to Markdown. So it's going to come out as a title. So variables are like containers used for storing a data value. Variables are like a container used for storing a data value. So this is the syntax for a variable. So variable equals to value. Let me cite an example. So now I have, let me say I have something message one. Message one equals to my name is Annie. So what I'm doing here now is, I'm storing my value, that is my name is Annie, into a variable name called message one. Variables are like container used for storing a data value. You see this variable we are working with right now, we are going to be using it till the end of the class. It's a very important topic. So they are just like a container used for storing a data value. So now I have a value called my name is Annie. My name is Annie. So I'm storing this my name is Annie into a variable called message one. So anytime I need to work with this my name is Annie, instead of me typing it out in full, I can just call out message one. So my message one equals to my name is Annie. Then I'm going to run the code. Once I run the code, you're not going to see the results because what I just did was to execute the code. So to see your results, you just have to call out message one again. Please note that Python is case sensitive. So if I call out message one and I run the code, it is going to return my name is Annie because I have stored my name is Annie into this variable called message one. Anytime I call out message one, it is going to return my name is Annie. Python is case sensitive. If I call out small letter message one, it's going to show me an error that I don't have, the message one is not defined. So you have to call out your variable the same way you pass it in when you are writing the code. So now this is it. And another thing is when you are creating a variable, it doesn't take what's it called? Space. You have to use underscore instead. You can't start a variable with a number also. So those are like the rules guiding variable. Variable doesn't take in space, and you cannot start a variable with a number. So let's say this again. Let me write out another variable. Let's say message. So equals to and I am a data analyst. So I'm saving another value into another variable called message. So let's run this code. If I call out message two here, it's going to return. Sorry, I don't need to quote. You don't quote your variable. Can you see? So I have two variables here now. I have variable message one, and message two. In my message one, I saved in my name is Annie inside my message one variable. And in message 2, I saved in, and I am a data analyst into the variable called message 2. So that is how variables works. So the next thing we have here is lists. List. So list is a collection which is ordered, changeable, and allows duplicates. Lists are always surrounded with square brackets and they are indexed. So list is one of the inbuilt data type we have in Python. It's one of the inbuilt data type we have in Python. So anytime you are trying to have in a multiple elements in a variable, you have to pass it into a list. I'm going to cite an example now.